Hi folks. As you know, the armchair practices in the MRC RSS are the most critical portion of the classroom section that we have to deal with. What we do here is we show the students how to practice certain maneuvers that they're going to be conducting on the range in a non-threatening atmosphere like the classroom. All of the armchairs contain three parts. The first part is a demonstration by the instructor. The instructor demonstrates each part of the armchair for the class. The second part of the armchair is a practice. In this portion, the instructor practices with the class doing the actual armchair with them. Then the third and most critical part of the armchair is when the instructor evaluates and coaches the students while they're conducting the armchair practices. So what I'm going to do for each of the armchairs, there will be 7 of them. We're not going to do the passing armchair since it really isn't a problem. We're going to start out with a mounting armchair, and I will demonstrate each of the 3 techniques. First, the demonstration by the instructor, then the practice with the students, followed by the evaluation. And some of the ways that you can do that. The first part of the armchair is a demonstration where you lead the students through it very slowly. They watch the instructor. So I will demonstrate the mounting armchair. First, you'll approach the motorcycle from the left-hand side. Once on the left-hand side, you'll grasp both handlebars. You'll squeeze the front brake. Once the front brake is squeezed, you swing your right leg over the saddle, straighten the motorcycle, sit, raise the side stand, and then adjust the mirrors. That's the demonstration that the instructor would use. Now, once the demonstration is completed, we ask the students to get out of their seats and approach their motorcycle from the left-hand side. And at this point, we again go through it with them slowly. We have them approach the motorcycle from the left-hand side, grasp both handlebars, squeeze the front brake, swing their right leg over the saddle, sit, straighten the motorcycle, raise the side stand, and adjust the mirrors. Once we've done that with them, we go to the key words. Now you all, through the updates, received your key words. The key words for the mounting armchair are left side, both grips, squeeze, right leg, straighten, side stand, and mirrors. So during the evaluation and coaching portion of the armchair, you have the students again stand by their motorcycles and you walk through it with them again. So this time what you're going to do is just say left side, both grips, squeeze, right leg, straighten, side stand, and mirrors. Now you notice I left out sit. Sit is not a critical portion of the armchair. We do it initially for them slowly. Once we finish that, we leave that out. Now that's the second part. We've done the demonstration. We've done the practice with them. Now comes the evaluation. During the evaluation, it's your choice. Depending upon how you have your students situated in the classroom, what you will do is you can go row by row, walk over to the first row, for example, and say, all right, first row, mount your motorcycle. And then you observe how they do it. Do they mount from the left-hand side? Do they grasp both handle grips? Do they squeeze the front brake lever? Do they put their right leg over the saddle? Do they straighten the motorcycle? Particularly, you want to watch that they raise the side stand with their left foot and that they adjust their mirrors one at a time. You can go by rows, or you can go across, or if you've got your students set in clusters, you can go in the clusters. So that's how we would conduct the mounting armchair. The next armchair in the series is the friction zone armchair. And the friction zone armchair, again, it's a 3-part. The instructor demonstrates the procedure, practices with the student, and then evaluates and coach. During the demonstration phase, the instructor will take his right hand, raise it up, put his finger and thumb like this, letting the student know that this is going to represent the handlebar. The forefinger will represent the clutch lever. And what the student needs to learn to do is squeeze the clutch all the way in, Once the clutch is in, then they're going to ease it out into the friction zone. At this point, we let them know that they don't let it all the way out. So the friction zone is a gray area that they've seen on the slide. So what we want them to do at this point is to squeeze and ease, only to the friction zone, not all the way out. Squeeze and ease. That's your demonstration. Now you have them all do it. So you get all of the students, they can be seated for this. They're at their desk, have them bring their right hand up, make the motion with their fingers, and then you do it with them. You have them come out and they'll squeeze the clutch in, and then they'll ease it into the friction zone. Squeeze, ease, squeeze, ease, squeeze, ease. That's your practice with the students. Once you've done that, again, notice the key words are just simply ease, squeeze, ease. You evaluate the students. Again, you can go by rows, columns, however you have your classroom set up. At this point, you would just simply go to the first row or column or how you have them set up, and you would help this group. All right, ease, squeeze, ease, squeeze, ease, squeeze. That's your evaluation. At that point, you're watching each student. What you're really watching for is that they're not letting it all the way out, and all they're doing is easing and squeezing in the friction zone. That's your evaluation point for that exercise. The next armchair in the series is upshifting. Okay, again, it's a three-part. The instructor demonstrates, then practices with the student, and then you have the students upshift and as you evaluate and coach. Now the way we do this is the demonstration. You place your hands in a position where you would be on the handlebars. You're going to tell them that you're going to roll off the throttle, squeeze in the clutch, lift up sharply on the gear shift lever, ease the clutch back out, and roll on the throttle. That's your demonstration. Now you have all of your students do it at the same time with you. Here's where you need to start to bring this up towards real time with them as far as the shifting is concerned. The way you do it is you start out very slowly with the students so they have the feel for it. So you're demonstrating and practicing along with them. You have them all do it together. We're going to roll off the throttle, squeeze in the clutch, lift up on the shift lever, ease out the throttle as we roll, or ease out the clutch as we roll on the throttle. From there, we're going to pick it up slightly and we're going to use our key words. We're going to roll, squeeze, lift, ease, roll. Roll, squeeze, lift, ease, roll. Once you've got and done the practice with the students, the next part, the third part of the armchair is the evaluation and coaching part. Again, however you've got your classroom set up, try to keep it consistent. You'll do the same thing again. For example, the first row, upshift, upshift, upshift. As they're doing it, you're watching that they're rolling off on the throttle, squeezing in on the clutch, lifting up on the gear shift lever, easing the clutch out, and then just gently rolling on the throttle. The next armchair practice we've got is the downshifting armchair. The downshifting is done just like the upshifting with a little bit of variance, and we all know what that is as far as the rolling on the throttle. So again, we're going to demonstrate for the class. The way we downshift a motorcycle is we roll off the throttle, squeeze in the clutch, press down on the gear shift lever as we ease out the clutch. That's our demonstration. I'll do it again. We roll off the throttle, squeeze in the clutch, press down on the shift lever, ease out the clutch. Then you practice with them. You have them all do it with you. Again, you start out slowly. We're going to roll off the throttle, squeeze in the clutch, press down on the shift lever, and ease out the clutch. Again, we try to bring this up to real-time speed, and again, we're going to use just our key words. So this time, we're going to roll, squeeze, press, ease. And we're going to do it again. Roll, squeeze, press, ease. Roll, squeeze, press, ease. Once we've got it up to close to real time, and real time doesn't have to be that fast, just so that they get the fluid motion of it. And again, keeping it consistent, go back to your first row or column and simply tell the students, downshift, 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 and go and make sure that you've evaluated the entire class. Again, what we're watching for here is that they roll off on the throttle, squeeze in on the clutch lever, they press down on the shift lever, and a smooth, easy easing out of the clutch. That's the downshifting armchair. The next armchair we have is the braking armchair. Again, a demonstration by the instructor. The demonstration by the instructor would look like this. You want to keep your head and eyes looking well ahead where you want to go. When you've decided that you need to stop, you apply both brakes. You squeeze the front brake, press on the rear brake. You do it at the same time. Just before you stop, you squeeze in the clutch, press down on the shift lever to downshift to first gear, place your left foot on the ground. That's your demonstration. You may have to demonstrate it a second time. Remember that you've got your overhead so that they can see it. So now is the time to practice with the students. So you'll have them do it all at once. They will look well ahead, apply both brakes, squeeze in on the clutch lever, press down on the gear shift lever, left foot to the ground first. And you do it again. Start using your key words. They're going to look, brakes, squeeze, press, left. Okay? One more time. Look, brakes, squeeze, press, left. Once you've done that, again, being consistent, go back to your rows or your columns. Just have each group point to that group and say, stop your motorcycle. Stop your motorcycle as you go around the class. Again, what you as the instructor are looking for, that their head and eyes are looking straight ahead where they want to go, that they apply both brakes at the same time, that they squeeze the clutch in, press down on the shift lever, and the left foot goes to the ground first. The next armchair that we have is counter steering for cornering. Again, the instructor demonstrates the exercise. At this point, your demonstration would look like this. You would have your hands on the handlebars. You tell the students you're going to make a turn to the left. And the way you do that is when you come up to the left-hand turn, you simply look left and then press on the left handlebar. Hold the press. When you're ready to stop your turn, you release the press. Bring your eyes forward. If you're going to turn right, you come up to your right-hand turn, you look to the right. Press on the right hand grip, hold the right hand grip till you're finished with your turn. As you ease off the hand grip, your head comes forward, looking straight ahead again. That's your demonstration. Then you practice with the group again. You have them all do it. You get up, and the first thing you want to have them do is turn left. So what you'll do is you'll say, look, press. And we're going to turn to the right. So look, press. That's your demonstration with them. Now your coaching and evaluation part of it is just simply, again, just like you have in the past armchairs, you'll have them turn left, turn right. What you're concentrating on is that you see the head turn prior to the press on the handle grip. So as each time you have them turn, what you need to be looking for is the head turn, then the press. The head turn, then the press. The final armchair that we have is the counter steering for swerving. In this armchair, again, you'll demonstrate to the students, telling them exactly what you're looking for. Place both hands on the handlebars, and you're going to tell them we're going to swerve to the right. And the way you do that is you press on the right hand grip, then press on the left hand grip. So it's a press, press. Again, notice that the head and eyes are forward on this one. or slightly looking towards the direction of the swerve. So we're going to swerve to the right, it's a press right, press left. If we swerve to the left, it's a press left, press right. That's your demonstration. With your students, you have them do it as well. What they're going to do is, again, mount their motorcycles. You're going to have them swerve to the left or to the right, your preference first, and you're going to do it with them again. So you're going to say swerve left, and you practice with them. Then swerve right, and you practice with them. Your key words here are press and press. So again, we're going to tell them swerve right, press, press. Swerve left, press, press. Once you've finished your practice with the students, again, just as we have in the past, we keep it consistent. We'll go by rows or columns, and we will have them simply swerve. And the way you do that is you tell them swerve left, swerve right, swerve left, swerve right. Once you've finished Module 2 in the classroom on Friday night, and some of these are back in Module 9, your turning exercises, it's nice to take the students on an intellectual ride in the classroom just prior to dismissal. And what you can do for that is all of your armchairs combined up through stopping, because they haven't got into turning or pressing yet. And you have them mount the motorcycle. Again, use your key words. Have them ease the clutch into the friction zone, get the motorcycle moving. Have them upshift, then have them downshift, have them prepare to stop. Use your braking, looking well ahead, both brakes, squeeze, press, left foot down, and then have them turn their motorcycles off. And I think you'll find that by using these techniques and remembering each and every time when you do the armchairs that it's a three-part procedure. Again, a demonstration by the instructor, practice with the students, and then coaching and evaluation, that your experiences in your MRC RSS will be much smoother and you'll have a much happier class.